Welcome to Fusionverse, a show where we talk about anime, TV shows, movies, and games. We're going to be talking about The Punisher. And no, there's not going to be any spoilers, so don't worry about that. We're going to be discussing just how impactful this story was. Now, in my opinion, I believe this is probably the best series to date from Marvel. Everything that they've created, this is probably one of the best things that I have seen in quite some time. There are consequences to actions that people take within this story of Punisher, and I just can't believe that we actually got to see this. Now, for those of you that have seen it, let me know what you thought about it. If you thought this was the best or maybe the worst. Honestly, don't know what you would think if this was worse, but I'm sure, hey, you'll leave a comment down below. If you have not seen The Punisher, I highly recommend it. This is a must-watch series on Netflix. Watch it online. It is so incredible. There's a lot of passion, and there's just a lot of story being told within this series. There are 13 episodes, okay? There are 13 episodes in the first season, and there are just some of the most impactful episodes you will ever see. They hit a lot of things within this show, a lot of things of what happens to, I guess, to people who were in the military, to veterans, and kind of what they have to go through, and just trying to deal with the fact that they're no longer at war, but in a way they still are, because they're at war with themselves and just trying to find their place in society. And they do an amazing job of just portraying that. It really hits you. There were points where I was just like, oh man, this is making me tear up. There is just a lot of passion. These characters, there's one character in particular, Lewis, that you get to see kind of develop, and just there's this whole aspect to him. And all these other characters as well, when they go through these struggles. And trust me, this is definitely a show you need to watch. I had no idea what to expect. I thought I was just going to get like a bunch of killing, like probably nonsense killing and stuff like that. But there is a purpose. You know, Frank Castle has a purpose, and that he's trying to complete. And there's just so much that's transpiring. Within the first episode, you get to see just a lot of what he's been up to and what he's going to be doing later on. Because obviously he's still involved. There's just a lot of things, moving pieces going in. And there's a lot just more story that you thought was finished within Daredevil. But no, he was just basically scratching the surface. And Jon Bernthal, holy crap, does such an incredible job portraying Frank Castle, showing just the emotionality that's conflicting him within the series. Like, you see his struggle of, whether he wants to continue this or he just kind of wants to be at peace. And you get to see a lot of that to progress through it. I was just not expecting to be hit, so hard by all these different things. There's just so much intensity. There's times where you fear for people's lives. There's times where you're like, you want someone to get killed. You want, Frank Castle to kind of just handle the situation. At the same time, it's like you see that he is not, this godly figure. He is immortal, and he does get hurt. And that's what makes it that much more impactful. Of course, you're aware, hey, there's 13 episodes, so obviously, it makes it towards the end and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, there's just so much more. Like, you're like, wait, what's going to happen now? Is this really happening? Like, holy crap, I can't believe they're actually doing this. And this is where I gotta, tip my hat to Marvel here, because obviously this is a different set for Disney, because Disney owns all of the Marvel properties now, well, the majority of them. And what they're doing with the Netflix is that they're kind of expanding, saying, hey, we're going to be providing you with, you guys want this kind of adult content, mature content, so we're going to be providing you through these services. The movies, of course, still entertainment factor, kind of like families to go watch them. But this is just a whole different level, and I cannot wait for the next season, because every single one of these episodes hits you over and over and over again. You get to see the conflict within Castle of every decision that he's trying to make, the decision that he's trying to make just not for himself but for other people and trying to protect them. And exactly whether he should get involved in certain instances or if we should let other people handle the situation. But no matter how much he tries, you see he wants to kind of stay away, but he realizes his work isn't done. He realizes there is so much more for him to do. And you can just tell that the directors, the writers of these stories, they know exactly what to do, what to write for the Punisher in this time frame, because it takes place during this time, during the whole, what happened in Afghanistan. Obviously, there's still troops over there, but Afghanistan, Iraq, all these different conflicting things, and they bring it just into the light and say, hey, there's stuff that happened, and these are the guys, the soldiers, they kind of have to deal with this situation because no one is taking care of them. And you also get to see just impacts of families, the family of individuals, like what they have to deal with, a lot of problems. Now the story itself, it involves someone else, of course, that goes to Punisher and just communicates with him like, hey, I need your help. I know you're alive, and brings him back into the fold, telling him, hey, I found this information. Without you, I can't do this. And he kind of tries to blackmail him. There's this whole thing where they're kind of going against one another. It's kind of like a cat and mouse type game, although it's not really a game. It's kind of a life or death situation. And reluctantly, the Punisher, Frank Castle goes in, to help him and just to put an end to all these other individuals. And you see this collaboration, and you get to see these other aspects. Like, for me, it was really interesting because you kind of get to see him kind of get this van. And for those who don't know, for me, I've watched Spider-Man, and when the Punisher came out in there, he had this particular van, and he had this tech guy helping him. So when I saw that, I was just like kind of geeking out a little bit. I was like, holy crap, wait, that's the van. That's the freaking van. Holy crap, they have it, And and I'm thinking, okay, is that the tech guy that's going to help him? Or is it just going to be like a season thing? What else is going to happen? But you get to see the progression, especially of all these other characters, people whose lives have been affected by not only what Frank Castle did, but what other individuals decided to do. And you get to see actually the path that people are willing to take just to kind of like hush down, to stop like all these progression, or from people from getting involved in the case. And like each character played their role and did an amazing job with it. There wasn't a time where I was just like, oh, I don't believe this person. I don't believe that that's that person. I only see that person, or I see that actor. Kind of like when you see, like, if you see a Brad Pitt movie, you're like, oh, hey, that's Brad Pitt. So through the movie, you're like, that's Brad Pitt. No, you get lost within these characters. You kind of feel this connection to each of them. Like, holy crap, like, this is how this person is. Because they flush them out. They're able to flush out these characters in such a way that makes you kind of like hate or like them, and feel conflict between them when they interact with one another. And I think that's something that a lot of other seasons or other shows have kind of just missed out on. There's times where it's like you may not like certain characters, or they don't live up to it. But this in the Punisher, they really took a lot of time and dedication to bring it to the forefront, and you get to also see this like brutal aspect to exactly what the Punisher is and exactly why he's doing it. Like I said, you see a lot of conflict with him, and you see that he has friends who are kind of trying to look out for him, trying to help him out, and you get to see just the progression of that and just the connection of what they have, what it means for them, because they were on the same team. They were, like in the Marines, they were in the same group, like Special Forces. And if you've seen the trailer, then you see, a few things here and there's some characters that just will play a very specific role and just impacting them even more. I personally love every aspect of this. If you guys want a spoiler review or anything like that, I'll be sure to make that. But for right now, enjoy it. I freaking love it. Down in the comments down below, go ahead. Let me know what you thought about it. What aspects did you like about this? There was just so much about it that just captured, just captured who the Punisher, who Frank Castle really is as an individual. Now, for more videos, go ahead, click there. Don't forget to also subscribe and go to my Patreon. I really do appreciate it. Every bit helps. I have a $1 tier for you guys who want like reaction videos and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And until then, I'll see you guys on another episode of Fusionverse. So take care. Bye.